In the north of Senegal, where the great river bends and the desert wind sings, a young boy named Baaba Maal listened to the rhythms of life. The water, the drums, the voices of his people. Born in a small town of Poudou, he grew up surrounded by Fulani traditions and the sound of his homeland. Though he wasn't meant to become a singer, something deep within him refused to stay silent. That voice, pure, powerful, and spiritual, will one day carry the soul of Africa far beyond the banks of the Senegal River. Before the world heard the heartbeat of Afrobeat or the sound of Wakanda in cinemas, there was one voice that carried Africa's heartbeat to the world. Baaba Maal, singing in Poudou but touching hearts everywhere. His music broke barriers and built bridges. From small village gatherings to global stages, Baaba Maal showed that African music was more than rhythm. It was poetry, pride, and identity. He turned stories of his people into songs of hope and made his heritage a message for humanity. From Poudou to Paris, from local festivals to Black Panther soundtrack, Baaba Maal rose to become one of Africa's most powerful and respected voices. His journey was one of courage, faith, and purpose. The story of a man who turned his roots into a revolution. This is not just the story of an artist. It is the story of a messenger, a legend, and a voice that carried Africa to the world. This is the story of Baaba Maal, the great Fulani storyteller, whose songs echo across Africa and the world. Before we go on, please hit the subscribe button. We've noticed that almost 70% of you watching haven't subscribed. It's free, it's not costing you anything. Subscribe and support the channel. Thanks for watching, and let's go back to the video. Baaba Maal was born on June 13, 1953 in Poudou, a small fishing town along the Senegal River. His roots lie deep in Fulani community, known for its oral traditions and storytelling through songs. His father was a fisherman and his mother was a singer who performed at community events. Her voice became young Baba's first teacher. In a culture where music was traditionally the role of Croats, which were hereditary musicians, Baba, though not from that caste, dared to dream of breaking that boundary. As a child, Baba was fascinated by the sounds around him, the flowing river, the chants of herders, the beats of the drum during ceremonies. He would learn to travel with musicians and memorize their songs. Despite his father's wishes for him to pursue a more formal education, Baba's heart was already set on the stage. He joined a local group in Poudou, performing traditional songs infused with youthful energy and passion. Baba's early life exposure to Islamic education and Senegalese culture shaped his lyrical depth. His songs would later blend spiritual reflection with social messages. Even before fame, he carried a deep sense of purpose, which was to give voice to his people, to preserve the Fulani culture and to speak for the voiceless across Africa. Baaba Maal's journey into professional music began when he moved to St. Louis, a city rich in art and culture. There, he met Mansour Seck, a blind guitarist who would become his lifelong friend and musical partner. The two formed a bond based on mutual respect and shared vision, which was to modernize traditional Senegalese sound while keeping their spiritual essence. Together, they began writing songs that reflected daily life, which was love and the struggles of rural communities. Later, Baaba Maal pursued formal music training at the École des Beaux-Arts in Dakar, and eventually in Paris, where he studied music at the University of Paris. This exposure expanded his worldview, and in Europe, he encountered jazz, reggae, and rock, and he began to see how African rhythms could blend beautifully with modern instruments. It was here that Baaba Maal decided to bring African heritage into the global conversation through his music. The years of study and mentorship transformed him. His voice was rich, deep, and emotionally powerful. It became his signature. And when he returned to Senegal, he brought not just new sounds, but a mission, which was to fuse the ancient rhythms with the modern ones and to connect Africa's tradition with the world stage. Baaba Maal's rise began with the formation of Daande Lenol, meaning the voice of the people. It was founded in the late 1970s with his friend Mansour Seck. The group became a movement rather than just a band. Their sound combined traditional African instruments like the Poudou, which is a Fulani flute, and talking drums with electric guitars and modern percussions, creating something fresh and revolutionary. By the late 1980s, Baaba and his band toured across West Africa, performing in villages, universities, and festivals. Their live shows were spiritual and energetic, with Baaba Maal's voice booming at the center. He sang about love, migration, unity, and destiny, subjects that connected deeply with African audience. His album, titled Wango in 1988, brought him international attention. It was not just music, it was Africa speaking for itself. And in 1991, the release of Bio confirmed his place as continental icon. The song blended poetic storytelling with the pulse of modern life. People called him the voice of Senegal. But Baba's sound went far beyond Senegalese borders. He became one of the first African artists to tour Europe and America, bringing Pula language to the audiences who didn't need translation. They felt the meaning through his voice. The late 1990s marked Baaba Maal's transformation into a global legend. His 1994 album titled Firin in Futa was a breakthrough in world music. The record mixed reggae, dance beats, and African rhythms. It earned a Grammy nomination. The song African Woman became an anthem, celebrating pride and womanhood. Still one of the most loved tracks up till date. Baba's collaboration opened doors across genres. He worked with Peter Gabriel on global projects like Real World Records, with Brian Eno and Carlos Santana, and even lent his voice to U2's humanitarian causes. He became a key figure in Nelson Mandela's 46664 concert, using music to raise awareness for HIV/AIDS in Africa. Hollywood came calling next. Baaba Maal's vocals appeared in Black Hawk Down, and most famously, Marvel's Black Panther and Wakanda Forever.
Ngari ngeloba susawala bowal ulawala bowal njawdi mo gide joy galadi jegom bilay wallahi hajo.
His haunting songs gave emotional depth to the film's African identity. His voice literally became the soundtrack of Wakanda. Through these works, he introduced millions of new fans to the beauty of African tradition, making him a true cultural bridge between Africa and the world at large. Baaba Maal has always believed that music must have purpose. His songs are filled with messages about education, equality, migration, and unity. He once said, and I quote, "I sing to make people think. I sing for change." End of quote. His lyrics are not just words. They are lessons, encouragement, and a call for action. He founded the Nan-K Foundation to support education, health, and sustainability in rural Senegal. Baaba Maal has helped thousands of young people gain access to training, schools, and opportunities. He has also become a UNDP youth emissary, using his fame to spread awareness about climate change, women's rights, and African development. His concerts often double as fundraiser for community projects, proving that art and activism can walk hand in hand. In his song titled Dem Galam, which means the voice, Baaba Maal urges young Africans not to forget their identity even as they chase modern dreams. This message made his music timeless, relevant to both the village farmer and the modern student scrolling across Spotify. And throughout his music, he has always made sure to balance both the modern world and the African traditions. Some people will ask, what is the legacy of Baaba Maal? Even in his 60s and 70s, Baaba Maal has refused to slow down. His 2016 album titled The Traveler marked a new chapter. It was produced by Johan Hugo, the very best. It mixed traditional Fulani melodies with electronic and dance music, reaching younger audiences around the world. Critics praised it as the rebirth of African futurism. Then came Being, released in 2023. It was an album that showed Baba's genius once again. It was deeply spiritual, yet modern, featuring collaborations with global artists and fresh, energetic beats. The album explored what it means to be human in a connected world, blending Fulani chants, gospel harmonies, and cinematic soundscapes. Songs like Yeri Mayo's Celebration, Freak Out proved Baba was still innovating after 4 decades in the music industry. Baaba Maal's sound continues to inspire Afrobeats, Afrofusion, and world music artists. Stars like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Ira Star, Flavor grew up hearing his name. His ability to merge traditions with technology showed a blueprint for how African music could evolve. And today, he stands as a living legend and a bridge between generations, reminding the world that Africa's future lies in honoring its roots and honoring its ancestors and embracing its culture. Baaba Maal is more than a musician. He is a philosopher, a teacher, and a symbol of African pride. He continues to perform worldwide, often barefoot on stage, connecting with his audience through emotion and spirits. His shows are not just concerts, they are experiences filled with dance, storytelling, and reflection. He often says, and I quote, "My music is like the river. It carries stories, memories, and lessons from the past into the future." End of quote. This philosophy defines his life's work, whether performing in Poudou, in New York, in Paris, or London. Baaba Maal carries the same humility he had as a boy watching his mother sing. His song speaks of unity, love, respect, and resilience. Today, Baaba Maal's music is taught in schools, sampled by DJs, and celebrated in documentaries like this one. He has influenced not just musicians, but activists, poets, and filmmakers. His name stands beside legends like Youssou, Salif Keita, Miriam Makeba, all artists who gave Africa a voice on the global stage. For millions around the world, Baaba Maal will forever be remembered as the voice of the river. As the sun sets over the Senegal river, Baaba Maal's voice still echoes in strong, timeless, and eternal ways. From small village ceremonies to the world's grandest stages, his music has carried the dreams and struggles and hopes of Africa. He has shown the world that African music is not just rhythm, it is memory, it is identity and hope. Baaba Maal once said, and I quote, "Music is like a river, it never stands still. And just like the river, his sound keeps flowing. From the sands of Poudou to the studios of Hollywood, from the Fulani heartland to the global ears, he has used his voice not for fame, but for purpose, which is to educate, to unite, and to inspire generations. He sang for those who could not be heard, and through his music, he reminded the world of Africa's beauty, strength, and soul. And decades may pass, trends may fade, but Baaba Maal's message remains the same. Africa's rhythm will never die. His journey is more than music. It's a celebration of life, love, and legacy. He's not just a voice of a generation, he's the voice of a continent. If you like content like this, please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this. See you on next.